aspiration as a photographer.
Yes.
You tried the first time, and as you have yourself admitted, you ended up failing, just ended up falling apart, and as well as, because in that mix you were your first marriage, and so there was just a lot of stuff that was on your shoulders that made you walk away from that first career as a photographer. And I think that the fact that you came back and right now is a great, is part of your story, is what makes your story so great for me. Because a lot of people fear the kind of failure that you experienced. And you almost didn't come back, but tell us about why you did, and how that experience and going through and experiencing your first marriage and failure, your first attempt at the photography business sort of helped shape what you ended up doing now.
Well, I often say that I'm a photographer because that's the only thing I know how to do. Photography is all I have to do with my life. I don't have a bachelor's degree or a great pedigree of a family to fall back on. My dad worked for the phone company for 30-something years. My mom was a housewife, and then went on to work once the kids got out of the house. I'll never be a vice president of a bank. I'll never be in real estate sales. So my option to go out into the world and work is typically walking in a place, asking for an application, and filling it out, and I hope I get a job. So places like Starbucks, or FedEx, Kinko's, or a warehouse job or a temp service. That's kind of my work history. And when photography failed for me and I had to walk away from it and I had to go get a job, I just did the walk-in, asked for an application, and got a job at Kinko's. And I thought, well, I'll get on the management track, I'll get in the management training program, maybe one day I can, manage a store, and maybe one day get up to district manager or something like that, and I'll build a life at a company. And I was miserable thinking about that, and it's not what I wanted to do with my life, but I found my priorities were family and being a dad, and photography took over those priorities. Became my number one priority in my life, so it had to kind of die. But you can only sit there and make copies for so long when you just say, this is it, this is my life, and I can't do this. And my dear friend Mark Climbing, photographer here in Atlanta, shooting weddings, and asked if I'd come shoot weddings with him as a second shooter. And I said, sure. I mean, I never wanted to shoot weddings. That was something that I avoided. But why not? I'll make a little extra money on the weekends. I'll get to take pictures again. And in October